Welcome back. This is the Touchline show right here on Y254, the final segment of the show, the fan zone. Mahali tunazungumzia matters European football. And in the set niko na Wendy.
Thank you.
Ulisemanga ni shabiki wa?
Nilisemanga it is clear, it is here.
Ni mtu wa Arsenal.
Ghana forever.
Okay. Yeah. Na Barry, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So nikianza na wewe Wendy, how has been your week? Week imekuwa vipi and what do you want to say?
Oh God, this is the most wonderful week, the best week, and to end, it was the right week to end September. Imagine winning the 2 games, Champions League and EPL, at the crucial times. Mungu bariki wengine.
Barry, what has been your highlight in matters, maybe European football?
Okay, it's been a lot of action. I liked Champions League action.
Yeah.
I think the highlight was obviously I watched the Barcelona
PSG game.
Yeah.
Thriller. It should have been that should be like a final.
Yes.
But Champions League was quite interesting this week. I think also got a glimpse of Chelsea versus Benfica, where Mourinho visited his former team, and of course I watched highlights of Arsenal and Olympiacos. So it was Champions League for me was the highlight of the week.
So we are coming in from the weekend where Manchester United lost, Chelsea lost, you know, and even Tottenham drew. Arsenal won their game, the final moments of the game against Newcastle United. Labda Wendy, these results zina speak nini about maybe the level of competition kule EPL?
EPL is very interesting right now. Na bado we cannot tell who is going to win. Yeah. Now that Liverpool is 1 point, is it 2 or what?
1 point.
1 point ahead of us, and we have a higher goal difference than them. But again, you look like teams like Chelsea performing this week. The next week they're not performing.
Yeah.
Okay, and like Manchester, very consistent what they're doing. So bado hatuwezi sema. Like who will win, but EPL, can I say, is it interesting right now? It is very, very interesting. Yeah.
I mean, watu wanasema kwamba Manchester United iko unbeaten in 4 days. They lost against Brentford in a match that we were here, all of us, and we hoped for Manchester United to continue their form immediately after beating Chelsea.
Did you just say unbeaten for 4 days?
Of course, it's in 4 days. Okay. So Barry,
and they're going to be beaten.
How do you see Manchester United? What is not working for Manchester United? And moving forward, should Amorim stick with the 3-4-3 formation?
No, I think we've spoken about this a long time. The stubbornness of Amorim not to adapt to a style that, you know, first of all suits players and suits the opponent. You can't stick to the same plan that didn't work a previous match and the other match. So this is the biggest problem for me with Amorim. And then secondly, we are not stepping up. Our key players are not stepping up. I've been very disappointed in our captain Bruno. I don't understand why Luke Shaw is still playing. But there have been glimpses of good from the likes of Dogu.
Yeah.
I think for me, we still have time to see what Mbeumo Bryan and Cunha can do. They need a bit of time.
Yes.
But the problem with this league is that if you relax a bit, the gap opens. So I want to see more commitment, more push, but also more importantly, I want our captain, our coach, to think outside the box. He is becoming very rigid, very stubborn, and now see what's happening. So I hope today we start with, let's look like we're opening October with a win.
Yeah.
I want a convincing win against Sunderland to open our season. Another part also that I'm not convinced is the keeper.
Yeah.
I mean, why did we buy the guy from Belgium? If
I think he's still learning.
I mean, no. If Bayendir was supposed to replace Onana, then I hope the new guy who came.
But Martinez was in the market. Why didn't you go for him?
I think we made a bit of lazy assessments on the market and late assessment. And then now we ended up rushing to what was available after some people had grabbed, you know, the most important. So regardless, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Amorim must get back to work, or I suspect Amorim will not finish the season. He might end up being fired.
Wendy.
Okay, still on Manchester.
Just a moment. Manchester United have been consistent, you know, winning once every month. Yeah, so this month, maybe they'll beat Sunderland, and then they move forward, losing the remaining matches. So what did not work for them against Brentford over the weekend?
After before Wendele, about Sunderland.
Yeah.
I was just checking on their previous matches. Hawa watu wamewin ama wamedraw. They won against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Wakadraw na, I will read them later. Like it is not guaranteed that Manchester is going to beat Sunderland.
Yeah.
Sunderland might surprise them. Ndio wanaona ni timu imetoka iko chini kakuja. But the kind of game Manchester wanacheza sahi, it is only Mbeumo and nani hata captain sahi achezi. It is only Mbeumo.
So what did not work for them against Brentford?
It's their coach, the style they're playing, honestly.
Yeah.
Ngiani, the guy is still using the formula used to use in Sporting.
Yeah.
It is not working in Manchester. It needs to change.
Okay.
Hata kama we ni mwalimu, ukiona umefunza watoto hii design, hawashiki, itabidi umekuja kuwafunza na ngoma. Yeah, with music they learn haraka.
Okay.
So Manchester, Amorim should do something else. Ndio ingiane wa learn or else aende tu, because hadi imefika point na wahurumia.
The problem
I'm
again,
emphasizing with them.
Sorry, just to add, the problem again with Amorim is like he has fixation with some players that have to play, even if they play badly. You know, I mean, Dalo, it's like we are desperate, like Diogo Dalo. Some of these guys, like I said, Luke Shaw, for me, they shouldn't, you know, be playing. And the interesting thing is the players we all loaned out are doing really well. Look at the guys who went to Napoli.
They are performing. They are
overperforming.
So it tells you the problem is the coaching.
Yes.
Look at Rashford at Barcelona.
Hey.
It's just interesting. So the coach needs to, in my view, if he has ego, he needs to take it down, adapt to a system that is not, this is not Portuguese football.
Yeah.
He needs to adapt to a English football, and then we need to start showing our force behind.
Of course, another team that lost their match over the weekend, Liverpool and Palace, they were playing, and they were the only remaining sides in EPL that haven't lost a match in the EPL. And of course, it happened in a way that wamezoea kufunga dakika za mwisho, but now walifungwa dakika za mwisho against Palace. So what do you think about Palace? What do you think about Liverpool? Of course, they lost again against Galatasaray over the midweek. That is the Champions League. Are they cramping down? Ama ni nini inafanyika na Liverpool?
It's too early to tell.
Yeah.
But again, Crystal Palace is a good team. They won FA last season.
Yeah.
And at the moment, they are unbeaten kwa EPL. So atutawa underestimate. Lakini Liverpool, well, let's wait. Chelsea kiwapiga, then we will clearly say there is a problem. Because how? Chelsea itakupiga aje? Sorry guys.
I feel like
yes,
this is now the test time for this coach,
Arne Slot. Yes.
Everybody has been saying, these people you took are the people under Klopp.
Yeah.
We want to see who you are and what you're made of. So this game of, is it tomorrow or today? Today,
yes.
In my view, is going to test who Arne Slot is, and especially if he doesn't win, or on the contrary, if he wins convincingly. Because losing, I think it's the first time in the season they've lost back-to-back matches.
Yes.
Champions League and then the EPL. And like Wendy said, you know, Crystal Palace is a good team.
Yeah.
It's in my view, they are like the Leicester of the time when Leicester won. So they can spring a lot of surprises. But I didn't expect Galatasaray to quite
beat Liverpool.
Maybe a draw
with a clean sheet.
So anyway, this match is important for Arne Slot and his bench and his team. But also, I think it's also, on the other hand, when you think about it, Chelsea coach also wants to disapprove naysayers. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So another team that lost over the weekend was Chelsea. Of course, yani hata kama wananunua Brighton players, you know, they've not gotten an opportunity of beating Brighton. They lost 3-1 in a game that they were also red carded.
Yeah.
And in the midweek, maybe when they were playing Benfica, Enzo Maresca was asked about whether kuna indiscipline cases kwa timu yake. He denied and said these cards zinakuwa unfortunate. So Chelsea, what is not working at the moment, and moving forward, what do we maybe expect to see from Chelsea?
I think Chelsea, I disagree with the coach, there's a discipline issue. You can't have 3 red cards back to back.
Yeah.
In a week.
In a week. In that game, this game that passed against Benfica, they got a red card, Pedro. 2 yellows anyway, and a red. So I think there's a discipline issue. Number 2, I don't know if it will be an excuse. They have a lot of key, like the entire centre back is injured. Four centre back. Plus add Andre Santos, I saw Esugo. A couple of people are injured. Plus, you know, somebody like Tosin injured. So there's a crisis in terms of the players. I also feel like the new players, some of them are not being trusted enough. Like Gitten, like Gui. So he needs to trust some of these players. Otherwise, in my view, the way Chelsea operates, maybe Maresca might not stay for long.
The style Maresca uses. He game amekuja na these people. The next game other people. Like
what do you expect?
He is not sure. He is not
around 75.
Okay, ni kama anapatia kila mtu tunasema guzeko but who should be playing here? Kama sisi, if you see Arsenal, you are sure that if kama kuna injury, Gabriel Magalhaes will be there. Ikuwe ni Champions League, FA, Carabao, EPL, he will be there. Lakini hawa huyu atacheza leo.
Maybe he has no first
11
he's
not
or
sure with the
trust
first
his
11.
players,
Yes, again another maybe team that won over the weekend when Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United were crying was Manchester City and Arsenal. Manchester City got their win against Burnley, that is 5-1, and Arsenal managed to secure a win against Newcastle United. The final moments of the game, in a game that we saw maybe Arteta bringing in the likes of Mikel Merino, you know, Gabriel scoring the final moment of the game. Do you think this season the squad depth and maybe Arsenal, you know, wakiwa kwamba wamepigwa kitu, watu wanasema kwamba they cannot be able to move forward. Do you think this season they'll be able to do it, and what worked for them against Newcastle United?
Thank you. I think if you ask me, the most important person in Arsenal technical bench is not even the coach. It's somebody called the set-piece coach.
Jova.
If you look at the games Arsenal has played, especially when it's crisis moment, the set-piece seem to work very well. And that's how Merino and Gabriel got goals against Newcastle. And traditionally, it's not a good hunting ground for Arsenal. So that, if you ask me, that win was more important for Arsenal Football Club, because some of these places when you go, you really have to sweat even to get a draw. So I think there's belief, to your question, there's belief maybe in the squad. The squad depth, even if some people are coming from injury. Saka came back from injury, is the person who played on his behalf went straight back to injury, that is Madueke. But people coming back, like Gabriel has been, Martinelli has been key, and even is coming back. I think when people are really attacking him and criticizing him, but he's in key. I think in the past 2 or 3 matches. 3. Yeah. So he's a very important player. It's called Uriel Timber. Is very key. Of course, Saliba came back, replaced the other guy. Though in my view, the guy who came from Valencia? What's his name?
Mosquera.
If you ask me, he's better than Saliba. In my view. But Saliba, I think the coach trusts the combination of Saliba and Gabriel because of the long relationship. But others, I think the team looks as belief. And like we talked about earlier when the season was starting, if this season he doesn't take, he needs to go.
He needs to go.
Now, talking of that game, Ari, this is somehow not part of the topic. I remember that day when the match was going on. After Newcastle scored, I took a very early sleep. I was sure we are going to be beaten because tulikuwa kwao, honest. So nikalala, nikaamka saa 3, I'm like, we won.
So you didn't watch the
I did not. Nikaona the
Hakuwatch
look at this team. I love this
Maybe
team.
the extra time helped.
So now to speak of Arsenal, you know, they secured a win against Newcastle United, and over the week, I saw some of the maybe predictions from the Opta computer. Then they are saying Arsenal, they have 18% chances of winning EPL, more than the other teams that are competing this season, you know, the likes of Real Madrid, PSG, you know, at the moment. And PSG went to Barcelona's yard and they secured a win. Arsenal secured a win against Olympiacos. You know, Chelsea, after being bashed on the social media, they scored a decisive goal and they secured a win against Benfica of Jose Mourinho. Manchester City drew 2-2. These results, what do they tell you? And at the level of competition of the Champions League, where do you see them finishing up?
I think with the new format where it's 36 teams, you have, I think the pooling is 7 teams. So you may say, I lost and drew, and maybe, you know, maybe I'll recover. But some teams, let's say, it's Arsenal and who have won, Bayern Munich. Bayern, I think, is the top.
Yeah.
They score a lot of goals. Yeah, but what is telling me so far is that this season is going to be quite interesting. I'm looking at the way PSG play. I'm looking at Bayern. There's even Arsenal right there. Kwanza Bayern looks so good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting this season.
Yeah.
But I want to see around 4, 5, 6, because some teams have played 3 matches. Eh?
Yes.
So there's still quite some.
2 matches.
Yeah, there's still some, you know, area to cover to see just how far some teams are. Remember, the PSG is looking really good even in the
transitions, you know,
transition.
moving
And even
forward.
in France, they're doing well. Germany, Bayern is doing well. Even though people are saying Bayern has really not tested proper competition.
Yeah.
Which I agree. But now, for me, they are among the people you can place at, including the defending champions, PSG.
Yes, PSG, yeah.
Even Barcelona can spring a surprise. But yeah, it looks a good, this Champions League season looks very interesting.
Wendy, you look at Arsenal, Manchester City, Chelsea, Newcastle United, the representatives of
And
the
Liverpool.
English Premier League. Yes, Liverpool. You look at Manchester City, got a draw against Monaco. Arsenal got a win. Liverpool, they were beaten. And Chelsea got a win. Newcastle United got a win against ilikuwa timu gani ile? Union St. Gilois. Yes, they were beaten. That is 4-1. So which side do you think will finish top in the Champions League from EPL?
Okay, Arsenal obviously. After that, maybe Man City and Chelsea. Newcastle and Liverpool, I doubt it. With the kind of games wanacheza, and if Liverpool gets injuries, and there's no way they're going to. Hakuna mali wanaenda. But I'll watch for Chelsea and Arsenal.
Chelsea and Arsenal. Away from the Champions League, away from the previous matches that were played over the other weekend. Now, this weekend, we have Chelsea playing Liverpool, and at the moment, Leeds United are playing Tottenham, and 25 minutes have already been played, and Tottenham are leading 1-0. That is against Leeds United. So I want maybe your predictions, Manchester City against, Chelsea against Liverpool. Yeah, because
it's going to be interesting because for the first time this season, Liverpool has lost back-to-back.
Yeah.
So there's pressure on a slot to get a win. And he has done that before. I think last season he did it in Stamford Bridge. But Chelsea manager Maresca, there's been a lot of pressure and heat on him.
Yes.
But the disadvantage for Chelsea is that they're missing key players. So it's even, I want to see the central defense partnering.
Yeah.
And also, if you look at the other side of the pitch, the attackers are not doing well. They seem to have been relying so much on Cole Palmer, who is injured. But he has not scored for a bit now. So it's going to be, in my view, I think Liverpool could win 2-1.
Wendy, briefly about Liverpool-Chelsea. And I want you to speak about Arsenal-West Ham, because for the very first time, Nuno Espirito Santo is going to Emirates, and he has urged his players to at least try to win the mashabiki, the hearts of their fans, because hiyo trust haiko. How do you think Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal, West Ham?
One thing with Chelsea, they always win their matches easy dakika za kwanza. And Liverpool, they win dakika za mwisho.
Yes.
So it's up to Chelsea to defend all through.
Yeah.
Waweke basi hata kama ni nini, because I'm supporting Chelsea today. Waweke basi hata kama ni nini. Yeah. I'm talking
Arsenal, West Ham.
Arsenal, West Ham. We also need that win.
Derby.
You need a win.
So it's like a derby.
Interesting.
Derby,
Barry,
Yeah.
your team, Manchester United,
Yeah.
they're playing Sunderland, you know.
Yes,
Sunderland
yes.
are a good side from the championship. They've come in already,
Yeah.
they've settled well,
Yeah.
you know. They have 11 points after 6 games.
Yes.
Who expected, you know, Sunderland to be on top, you know?
Top 10.
What do you see
I think
this game today?
this game, for us, for me, as a fan, I'll say we need to win it.
Yeah.
We need to win it. It's not like I'm guaranteeing we'll win it, but we need to win it to get the belief back and confidence, especially of the fans. But Sunderland is not going to be easy. And Sunderland, looking at the record against Manchester, they've been a bit stubborn.
Everybody's home or
We are home, yeah. So we need to be very careful and balance that game and be more attack-oriented. I think, in my view, if the coach's system is not working, players must just go use their own creativity. Sometimes don't think of what the coach is doing. At the end of the day, it's the 3 points. I want us to be more creative, more hungry, and get early goals and just kill that game.
Yeah, in other matches...
So you asked for my prediction, 2-0.
2-0.
You people beating Sunderland. Zingine ni ndoto jamani.
So, in another matches that will be played this weekend, of course, Manchester United, they'll play against Sunderland, a match that will be played from 5 p.m. The same time, Arsenal will entertain West Ham, and to finish it up all today, Chelsea will play Liverpool from 19:30, that is 7:30. Everton, Crystal Palace tomorrow. Newcastle United, Nottingham Forest, an interesting match. And Wolves against Brighton. And finally, Aston Villa will play Burnley as Manchester City travel ugenini to play Manchester City, Brentford. Manchester United, they lost there. I don't think whether Pep Guardiola will be able to maybe secure a win against Brentford. So finally, tukimalizia, I want you to take 30 seconds, give us a prediction, that is Chelsea against Liverpool, your prediction, and Barry the same. As I look at maybe the comments zenye mashabiki wanazungumza hapa kwa social media about Chelsea playing against Liverpool.
My prediction on that game is Chelsea to win. Yeah, and if they don't, at least a draw.
At least a draw. Barry?
I think Liverpool will win 2-1. They'll want to come back from 2 losses.
From 2 losses?
Yeah. So in short, it's a tough game.
Yeah.
We can't underestimate it.
But the producer is differing with you guys, and she's saying Chelsea will win 3-1.
Wow.
We're actually on the same boat with that. 3-1 too much. No way.
Okay.
To go to realistic, guys. 3-1 Chelsea.
Anyway, on our social media platform, that is on Facebook, tulikuuliza, who do you think will win between Chelsea and Liverpool? Mashabiki wanasema hivi. Nicholas Cage anasema, to me, GG and draw. So kwake anasema ni draw. Mwingine anasema hapa Molly Smoke anasema Liverpool siku zote, siku zombo. And then mwingine anasema Wazito vipi, hapa nikiwa na Mweshi in Bungoma County, naitakia Chelsea ushindi. Game ya Arsenal na West Ham, hapa timu ni Jamo, Arsenal kichwa. Shabiki wa Arsenal huyo. Alafu mwingine anasema Liverpool will win. Mwingine hapa anasema Freyboy Mutarimi anasema Liverpool will win. Winnie Tismark anasema Liverpool will win. And then finally Peter Lingala anasema kwamba following from Kirinyaga Mwea Ngurumbani tuko in, show iko locked, mambo mazuri tena sana. Of course, kufikia hapo pia sisi hatuna la ziada, you know. Tunakushukuru sana kwa kuzidi kuwa hapa from 1 p.m. Mambo yamekuwa mazuri, tumeshughulikia mengi. And Barry, kuna mtu alisema kwamba Manchester United inashinda mara moja every month. Wako consistent.
Less than 10 games tangu last year.
Na wako unbeaten for 4 days. So we'll have to wait tuone kama leo Manchester United itashinda, Chelsea itashinda. Let's do it again next weekend. I've been your host, Peter Areri. Keep on following our social media platforms, Y254, and stay tuned.